Over the past 48 hours, I have discovered a
Hey, I just got notified of a live stream about Instagram Gate. Let's go trash this place. Cool. So if I join this live stream, you can record me on. So tired. I fell asleep almost at the laptop with my cigarette. Yep. But I'm gonna go in that live stream. Live stream starts in like
call it, into a softcore pedophile ring on YouTube.
Now, some of the videos that Matt's talking about are the little kids themselves uploading the videos.
However, these videos have one feature in common, which is the most disgusting and toxic comment section you will ever see. Like, I don't even want to read the examples.
And he found some adverts on those videos and decided to get the advertisers to pull from YouTube.
Awesome. Now again, look, guys, this means that YouTubers are gonna suffer, unfortunately.
I'm a total noob at Twitch.
that-
I just downloaded the app, so I'm not gonna bother with it at the moment. But it looked fine on the browser.
The only way
when I
to
was
get
looking at
YouTube
it.
to do something
No, it
about
looks
this is to
fine.
hit them where it hurts.
On my laptop, it looks fine.
And that's in their
Sound-
wallet.
Bit of lag, bit of missed frames.
I mean, can we sum up Matt Watson in one word? Cunt.
And this guy's trying to start the next adpocalypse.
So what if it affects you? Go work at fucking KFC, bro.
Who is Matt Watson? Who is this guy that's trying to get all this attention for this? Like, who is the guy behind this? Who is the guy that is trying to start the next adpocalypse?
Allow me to take you on a trip through time, back to March 24th, 2017 to be exact. The Wall Street Journal publishes a bombshell of an article lambasting Google and their willingness to run advertisements along racist videos on YouTube. Once word began to spread, massive companies such as Coca-Cola, Dr. Pepper, Johnson & Johnson, Walmart, and GM all suspend their ads from playing on YouTube until further notice. As a result, the net worth among many creators drops to an all-time low. For the better half of that summer, the only YouTubers making bank were those of family-friendly vloggers and toy review channels. It was seen as a cataclysmic blow to anyone who had ever dreamed of pursuing YouTube as a career. But despite the low CPM, guideline regulations, and TOS updates, YouTubers persisted. It was a challenging time for creators big and small, but eventually the skies cleared and everyone lived happily ever after. At least until now, because thanks to this Cheeto, things just got a lot worse.
And just looking for a
Live stream
lady to
starts in 1 minute.
participate in my adult video.
Of course, I'm talking about Matt Watson, the ginger fruitcake who is totally fine with your favorite YouTuber
I think
abandoning
Andy
their
Warski
channel
might
and
be
getting a
coming.
real job grilling chicken tenders at KFC.
You care more about money than you do about,
Yeah, if you can record it or
you know? So what if it affects you? Go work at fucking KFC, bro. Get a part-time job, my guy, you know? Uber looks good for you.
I'm still not over that. In just a matter of days, one nobody was able to bring the entirety of YouTube to its knees with one critical video. But back up, who really is Matt Watson? And honestly, I'm still trying to figure that one out. Matt Watson is sort of a YouTuber who rose to fame virtually overnight after his first video blew up and garnered over 2.5 million views in less than a week. That is an absolutely insane amount of views. I'm surprised he was able to accomplish so much as
Waarom zou je nog naar de winkel gaan voor veel te dure scheermessen?
So yes, I don't trust any of you, and I highly advise my fan base not to give you guys the time of day, because you are, all of you, Augie, Tipster, and fucking Bowbacks, the type of people that I've been exposing for fucking 3 years now.
Listen, I'm gonna be honest with you. I'm kind of retarded.
That's how you know you fucked up.
I never threatened to call the police. I should have though. I never threatened to call the police. I should have though. I never threatened to call the police. I should have though.
Expose, 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 expose.
Or maybe even better, we reported this to the internet police.
Expose.
The ones who are supposed to help with this stuff directly.
Expose, expose, expose. You're exposed. You're exposed. You are exposed. Expose, 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 expose. You are exposed, sir. I'm going to expose you. Expose you. Oh my God, expose you. Expose, 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 expose.
And on their profiles, these girls have their high school named and stuff. Man, there just needs to be one creep who wants to do something.
So why couldn't you just use that high school name to get a location to find a local police department and report them yourselves? Oh, right. There's not a lot of views in that.
You are exposed, sir. I'm going to expose you. Expose you. Oh my God, expose you.
Jesus, that's so sad, man.
Yeah,
From autism, like how bad was the autism?
Jesus, Andy.
I'm just saying, like, imagine you're like.
Thoughts keep telling me to get me home, but my balls keep telling me to let me just let me That clock keeps ticking like a metronome, and my thoughts keep telling me to get me home, but my balls keep telling me to let me just let me That clock keeps ticking like a metronome, and my thoughts keep telling me to get me home, but my balls keep telling me to let me Fuck all that shit, just let me go. Words and tastemakers make us no chaser. Gets the blood flowing like a fucking pacemaker. Cut the middleman and inhale the vapors. Madman, old 10 times drapers. Cut the jukebox on, make the woofers blow.
Buckle up.
Sit here until all them heifers go. Holler at the tens and spend a little dough. Not on them, no, they can buy their own drinks. Take that work week off, 5 days in the bucket. Fuck it, you got a boss who's a jerk who doesn't. Throw on some Wu-Tang, bring the motherfucking ruckus. There is no pretext. We are living and we love it on a budget. Never mind, we just nudge it to the side. Give the kids a little time.
I don't think that song has ever sounded better. Welcome to a very special Shot from the Point party. It is utterly ironic that the people that danced in my grave not a month ago are now in a much worse position than I ever could hope to be. And one of the reasons it didn't last is I owned it. I fucked up. I backed the wrong horse. And when I saw, without a shadow of a doubt, I didn't deny evidence. I didn't try to talk my way out of it. I tapped out. Today is a story about greed. Today is a story of stupidity. And most of all, today is a story about a hero complex. The desire for internet pats on the back. I'm not here to grandstand. And unlike the people I'm about to criticize, I'm not here to tell you or pretend that I care about the kids. He doesn't care about the children? No. Right now, I don't. What I care about more than absolutely anything is to show you, again, that YouTubers put their pants on the same way you do, and in some cases, they can't do that. This is incredible screw up. Warnings by me and Nick. And, well, Nick wasn't called crazy, but I was. But one of the things I've learned from this, especially in the YouTube realm, the words that come out of your mouth mean next to nothing. It matters what your sub count is. So there's a binary decision on credibility. It's not the argument you're making. It's your sub count. It's your clout. Nobody cares. There's no critical thinking in the situation. If that was the case, TOON's video would be like, oh, crap. And I was told repeatedly TOON's video was going to straighten this all out. Boy, did I have a laugh, because it made it 10 times worse. I knew it would, but I had no idea about the level. Again, this is a story about stupidity on an epic level. Denial and refusal to take responsibility, and people who have a hero complex acting that fantasy out and leaving destruction in their wake. Intentions be damned. My intention was to help Ian Miles Chung because I thought he was being wronged. Guess what? He was wronging Andy Warski. But I'm not seeing that same type of behavior from the same people that were celebrating my death and thought they were going to steal my fans and everything. I'm seeing doubling, tripling, quadrupling down, changing their stories, and outright lying. It is incredible. Sit back. This one's going hours. Hours. Augie's stream is so full of contradictions and stuff. And I by the way, Verse, thank you for actually taking the work my news team has done in the last 48 hours is unprecedented. The way they put this together. And I purposely didn't watch a lot of it so I could react perfectly. I got the gist of most of it. But it is an incredible story. And I hope you enjoy it as much as I do. Boys, I got the gist of most of it. What the hell was that? Oh, that's me. Incredible. Fuck. Well, it wouldn't be a shopping point without that, right? Welcome.
Yeah.
Welcome, Verse and Dr. Zwago to this program.
Hello.
Did I get some donations in that I didn't shout out? Graham Green.
You got a $1 super chat, I think.
Okay. Thank you so much. We're going to be here for a while. Buckle up, Buttercup. We're going over everything. The quickest thing I want to go over right away is Tipster. Because I don't know how much involvement he has, but he definitely has some. And I'm going to let your mind wander and figure that out. There's no conspiracy theories here. There's just a credibility problem, right? Jim the Grackle. I'm gonna go ahead off the topic. I think Tipster got his name because that's all he could see. Oh my god, dude! Oh my god! Thanks so much for the generous donation. You guys really make it go. Holy crap! Let's start with his responsibility or lack of responsibility, because nobody. If you really look at this whole case, nobody's responsible. Nobody. It's everybody else's fault. Now it's a circular firing squad. Somebody tried to drag me. Oh, well, if you didn't portray it this way, then it'd be. Are you joking? If I wasn't laughing at how idiotic this thing was before the TOON video dropped, it was. I think Thursday night was one of the most hysterical times I've ever had on Twitter. I couldn't get it, and you can't get through to these people. There's no way to get through to them. Oh, $50 really is. We're off topic. This is amazing advice I received on love phones. Let's just say you're right and things are great. Hey, release a riddle. Thanks. Great.
That's good to hear.
It's a very nice start. That's a very nice start. Let's start with Tipster on his unplausible deniability.
Sure.
Here's the thing. Tipster promoted the stream, right? He now says... This is funny. Totally forgot about that DM group, but listening to this stream and talking to Bobax reminded me of it. Yeah, this is better left to proper authorities. No disrespect to Andy Warski on TOON. Why not? Why not? I just don't think YouTubers can handle this inside. Guess what? Guess what? Nick blew the fucking lid off this thing. Nick blew the lid off this thing. And the tweet you see in the middle, I heard rumblings of this pedo ring for a bit, and I know a bunch of people have been diligently investigating it.
I'm going to go ahead and back out.
I know a bunch of people who've been diligently investigating. Wait a minute. Wait. Is it that DM group or is it a different group, Tipster? Oh, that DM group you left because you thought it was better off to other people? That is not plausible. That's not plausible. It's the same group you promoted. And when I pointed this out, how fucked is your brain, Tommy? I said I didn't know the Warski stream had anything to do with this shit. And at the same time, you're talking about TOON and Warski, not 40 minutes, like 40 minutes apart. You disavowed this. It's not believable. Was there another pedo ring that somebody else was discovering? You confused the two? It's not believable.
3 in 1 week? That's pretty nuts.
It's not believable. It's a stone lie. It's a stone lie. You didn't think anything was wrong with this. And on the surface, this was a bad idea. It's so easy to figure out, whoa, this is stupid. But everybody wanted to be a hero. And everybody wanted to get YouTube famous. I've heard this before. Well, you're just mad that you didn't get the story first. I don't cover shit like this. I cover stuff like this afterwards. I never break it, and I turn stuff down like this all the time. It's a fucking comedy show. And a comedy on the internet just played out before us. Tommy trying to stretch like Armstrong to fit a narrative. I don't have to. That tweet in the middle there, it's not even my narrative anymore. It's yours. That's not exactly what I said. So were you misquoted in your own tweet?
Oh yeah.
I guess Tippy, if you had any, if you didn't know anything to do with it, the situation. I guess he's responding to this. In fairness, if you didn't know Andy had anything to do with the situation, then what was the breaking this tweet and filth that you're referring to in your tweet? And he goes, it's not exactly what I said. Exactly what you said is in the tweet before. It's completely fucking unbelievable that the two weren't the same. The two weren't this. Oh, forgot about that DM group. Whoa! Whoa! It's not believable or credible. So let me go this way. So I've been telling you about this guy being full of shit. And let's say all these guys, these backstabbing, fame-whoring, suck anybody's dick YouTubers got together and worked on this thing. It's amazing. Let's take a personal example. I'll just gloss over it really quick, okay? Very quickly. Won't take much. Won't take much time at all. All right? One problem, the things Tommy claim I said, I actually never said them, nor did I share or like any of the posts or about the claims. He's tried to provide evidence. What I did was, for people who haven't been here before, I went at him hard. I clapped back at it hard. I made a crack. I said, fuck your wife and go cry at her lap. Right? And my whole thing was, you know what? If you're going to take shots at my family, I'm going to do exactly the same. And all I ever said was, fuck your wife. Now, you can see multiple denials. Ask Tommy to show the proof. He hasn't done it. And by the way, we post on this Twitter every time, and he's well aware of it. Can't wait to see how Tommy proves my involvement in the situation. I was never involved. And by the way, we have something you guys don't even know about this. Here it is. At this point, Tommy C is like a drunk uncle that kids pee on as soon as he falls asleep, referring to the Andy Warski saying that the false accusation or joke that he said that I molest children and piss in the mouth. That's the one he fucking liked. There he is like, oh, maybe that's just a screenshot. There's lots of stuff about my family. Where's Tommy when everybody needs him? These are all like tweets. Cracks from Keemstar, cracks from everybody. You know what? So what? I'm a public figure. I can fucking handle that. The point all along was to show you can't fucking, you can dish it out, but you can't take it. Now, I'm actually, if you check this out for a minute, which is truly incredible, the tweet, he might try to say that he never liked that tweet, and I altered it. And if you looked at it right here, you might be right, because he's not one of the listed likes. But that's okay. because at 10 o'clock Central European time this morning, we archived it. And here it comes. So not only did he lie about this, not only was he presented the evidence prior. Here you go. He fucking tried to cover it up so he could continue that lie.
But no, Tommy, you don't have any evidence.
That's the web art. Well, you know what? I'm totally ready for the I fixed the Wayback Machine. And that's where we leave Tipster. And I just want you to think about this because I keep thinking, boy, I really should go back. When he was at war with Twin Galaxies, I really should go back and check that if they got a fair shake. I just assumed it was because I thought he was a decent guy. When he's at 10,000 subs, he had his fan base and he worked really hard at it. But I guess he realized drama's the way to the top. I haven't fucked anybody on the way to the top. Nobody. I've only clapped back at people who try to fuck me. So think about that next time Tipster runs a story. His opinion's probably not his, and he probably fucked it up, and he's willing to lie. Next story. I'm sure he'll find a way. I'm sure he'll find a ridiculous excuse and say, oh, you're drunk. You missed something. No. I'm not responding anymore to his fucking denials. I'm just going to criticize his work from here on out. Because that's what we used to do here. This is the TOON video. And by far, it's the biggest virtue signaling and the most, I mean, it's got to be, there is nothing about this that says I give a shit about kids. It's loud, it's obnoxious, it's look at me. It's I want to be a hero. I want to get a 1 million hit video. Like, Matt's What It Is. And I find it seriously ironic that the last two big stories with Just Destiny and Matt's What It Is just kind of came together. And all these YouTubers and personalities that thought both of those guys were in the wrong basically gave birth to the same fucking stupid problem, and it backfired much the same way. It's unbelievable. How can you criticize Just Destiny about fucking sexualizing thumbnails? Look at Twoons. It's truly unbelievable, right? How can you criticize Matt's What It Is? I mean, they called it hashed up wake up Instagram. All they saw was the views. And all he says in this video is like, well, I don't like the way he handled it. Doesn't say why, because he handled it the same way. Admittedly, it's on Instagram. So let's watch this. I'd like you guys to comment on this. Ben Adams, thank you so much. I'd like you to comment on this if you guys, because this video is just, it's so obnoxious, so unbelievable. And just, just a YouTuber.
What's up? TOON Hansen here. May I ask what you're doing? Please, take a seat. Because I have a couple of questions and announcements. Not small ones, gigantic ones. A disclaimer before this video starts. This video contains very sensitive material. The topic of the video by itself is very sensitive. Obviously, nothing crazy will be shown, but I'm pretty sure that everybody can fill in the gaps. So if you personally think that you cannot handle the topic pedophilia, then make sure to click off the video right now. I will be starting off this video by...
Thanks.
Can I just point out that Willie Max got a better flow and setup than this dude?
Yeah.
saying that if you are new to this channel, usually I am an entertainer. This is not what I upload normally. However, me and our...
Go see what he uploads normally. Go check his thumbnails out. By the way, I never thought the thumbnail argument was all that good against Just Destiny. It's more about what he tried to take down and avoid criticism.
And as soon as you do, you'll regret you ever looked.
Yeah, no kidding.
First got put in a
I'd rather
position
you keep making this content, to be honest.
We've got a 100K YouTuber on this. We've got Andy Warski on this. We're all going to be heroes. No, you're not.
We felt like morally this was the right thing to do. Not only that, it also seems to be a very trending topic right now with YouTube. Recently, a guy called Matt made this video on YouTube.
Over the past 48 hours, I have discovered a wormhole, as I would call it, into
and you got a lot of views.
A softcore pedophile ring on YouTube.
Now, I do think that the way he sent this message out was wrong, but the intent was right. And at the same time, I don't know.
So I'm going to do the exact same thing, but almost worse.
Yeah. I hate to break it to you, but everyone else is not on your side with that one. Matt,
but I said in the video that I did not agree with it, but I didn't especially say why, because I was so focused on the 20 million or the whatever amount of hits he got.
Maybe
Oh
he
my
was
God.
busy with school and he missed the fact that everyone said Matt's a fucking idiot.
They
Maybe
called it
that's what it was.
hashtag Wake Up Instagram. Like, it's like that scene, that English comedy where the two Nazis are talking to each other, right? And these guys, the other one's like, we have skulls on our uniform. Are we the baddies? I mean, like the Nazi. Nah, we're not the baddies. Are you sure? How many good guys have skulls on their head? It's the same bit.
Oh,
They even called it Wake Up Instagram. That's the last thing I would have done.
I think that there is a perfect way of delivering a message like this. About 5 days ago, me and a couple of other people from my Discord and YouTube, we found a gigantic child pornography circle on Instagram. Now, as people who watch me may be aware, in the past 2 weeks, I've made 3 videos on underage girls. And this
Makes you qualified. I mean, I'm sorry, tipster, Augie, blowbacks. You could have looked at his fucking thumbnails and realized he wasn't the right guy for the job. And by the way, blowbacks kept, Toon's gonna straighten it out. And at one point, Augie says, "Let's get Toon on, please."
Oh yeah, when they get questioned constantly and they begin to crumble before Toon can get on. Wow, we really need Toon on. Toon, where are you? Please get in here.
Very least he can take the blame.
Honestly, this is a Toon waiting room at this point. Toon, where are you? Does he not know how to work Discord? What's wrong with that?
Well, he's like, that's what it is. He's not good with social media, right?
Yeah.
This is where the story began. Bitch, you literally are producing fucking child pornography, you idiot. You are 16. Get the fuck back in your clothes.
This is the same criticism that Just Destiny got from Lieutenant Cobra. That they don't really give a fuck. Why would you say that? Why wouldn't you have a fucking little, I don't know, they're underage. Why wouldn't you have an ounce of empathy? Yeah. They're selling their body underage. It's illegal, right? They're kids. They're minors.
He doesn't give a fuck.
No, he doesn't give a fuck. He doesn't give a fuck more than anybody fucking else. I don't know if I give a fuck either. I think these are rotten fucking kids. Let me go on record. Rotten kids, right? That are doing something highly illegal online and should be punished severely for doing this. If it's not a honeypot, and we'll get into that later. Right? I actually had to learn what a honeypot was. That's the first time I heard it when you said it yesterday. But if it's not a honeypot, I think these kids
more
should be
than
punished.
likely
So
it is.
I don't care about these kids selling their shit either. I don't care at all. So you can't say you don't care about the kids. You're right. I don't. I think they're bad kids. And I don't believe for a minute you care about these kids. And I don't think for a minute you care about child pornography. Not that it matters. You can make any video you want, but you're going to pay the price.
Yeah, even before the
Don't
stream, when I
pretend.
watched this video, that was the only vibe I was getting. This guy does not give a fuck.
He does not give a fuck. He's just a YouTuber. I never heard of this guy before.
First video was about a girl called Brittany. King Brittany in specific on Twitter. Her page popped up on my timeline. I'm not sure how it happened. I'm pretty sure that it was because someone liked one of her pictures or...
You know, here's another thing. I live in Germany, guy, so I know it's like speaking another language. Your English choice of words are terrible. And I understand you speak well enough to conversate, much better than I speak German. But man, oh man.
Post. However, her page popped up on my Twitter. Now on this page, this girl showed that she was 16 years old. And let's just say that the pictures on her Twitter back then and still right now are pretty graphic for a 16-year-old. Now these pictures were obviously made with a sexual intent. Here comes my first question for Twitter, Instagram and other platforms. Do you, as platforms, consider context? Because why is a minor who is obviously producing content in a sexual way allowed to do this on your platforms? These kids and you as a platform.
What are the odds of her being the only one doing this?
Slim to none.
Yeah.
So
really low, probably.
Like, I certainly I think YouTube's responsible for this stuff to a certain extent. But the amount of stuff that goes up there, how can you sit there and just assume that they don't give a fuck or don't want to do anything about it? Fuck it, just kids upload their tits and they're 12. I don't care. Or it's just that big a problem. Oh, I know. You need a villain when you're making just a YouTuber video. That's what it is.
Seem to hide behind one thing. They are just minors and they're just having fun on the internet.
Who said that?
Nobody's making that argument. As far as I've never heard that one. I must have missed it.
The straw man in his front yard is on fire.
You sure about that? Because when you look at...
I don't know. You might want to expose that guy who liked the tweet of that 16-year-old girl as well. I don't know. You don't know who that is you're following, but
or you call the cops.
Might be a problem.
Or you call the cops.
King Brittany's Snapchat story, it seems to be a whole lot different. This girl posts on her Snapchat pictures of her with cash money signs with it.
That's funny.
We'll
get to that later about reproducing this shit.
I'm gonna go ahead and back out.
Now, I had a personal conversation with this girl about it since she hit me up, and she says that she's not selling any material, and she says that if guys just want to send her money, they can send her money. Well, I'm 100% sure that this girl would not receive this amount of money if she was not underage, and if she did not have the body she has right now. And she...
What? Wait, did you just...
No kidding.
Wait, did you just...
What?
Oh, no.
This guy's got the white
If
knight
she
suit
didn't
of
have
armor.
that
You know,
body...
the thing is, this is being described as a pedo ring. I think of a pedo ring as a bunch of guys sharing stuff. This
Yeah,
is a
no, this is not a pedo
16-year-old
ring.
girl doing something illegal. That probably her
Yeah.
parents have zero idea. Kind of like Augie's parents. They have no
This is
fucking
just-
clue what's going on. None.
This is just an illegal exchange
This
between
is an
both
illegal
of them.
exchange. It's a form of prostitution. And she ain't the first 16-year-old to fucking prostitute herself.
She's obviously posting this on her Instagram feed in an obvious sexual way, and you, as platforms, are allowing this to happen. Now, I've already talked about...
Are they allowing it to happen, or do they not know about it? Or is
It's probably like YouTube where there's 1,000 accounts
Can you
getting
imagine
stuff
like the
uploaded
amount of
every
uploads
second.
per second?
Yeah. This topic before this.
But yeah, again, you need a villain.
This is just an introduction so that people who are new to this video can understand where this is going.
I can't believe he said that. I missed that the first time.
Now, like I said, the girls and the platforms seem to think that there's no problem with this whatsoever, even though the girls themselves have admitted to pedophiles actually looking at their pages. You act like I'm not aware that guys jerk off to my page. And them actually handing money over to them for specific reasons. Today, I've gotten over 500 guys in my message request on Instagram and got $200 in Amazon gifts coded. They claim to not sell anything, but there's a lot of evidence pointing towards something that is different.
Of me saying your name, and I said no, and you said why, just say my name, and I said no because that's a fan sign, and you wanted me to write your name on a piece of paper and shit. I said no. I said I'll say any other shit, but I won't.
Ghetto chick. I feel horrible.
You know what's...
I feel so
You know what's
bad for
funny,
her.
too?
The whole ghetto act. I feel so bad now.
I find it hysterical how he also is wearing like a suit getup to make himself look older, because if you don't know, Twin's actually 19. Pretty positive.
Is
Freshman
that a
in
part of
college.
his act, though, in fairness?
Uh,
There's other videos like that?
I'm not sure.
I think he did it to try to get the message to stick.
Yeah, I think so. But it was funny though when he was reading the tweet just a few seconds ago. He was in a backwards cap and a
He's
hoodie.
also
That
only-
looked more. That looked more like.
Yeah.
Twin.
He's only 3 years older than her. Pedo ring. Pedo ring.
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah.
Say your fucking name, and you still come at me like, yo, you're a catfish, you got pre-recorded videos.
Now, I am not going to spread any more names except for the ones that I have already named before, due to the fact that I do not want anyone else to find any of this stuff anymore. At this point, all I want to do is I want to show these platforms that what they are doing is 100% wrong, and that behind the scenes, a whole lot more is going on. So like I said, I dropped 3 videos on these girls. Now, the community surrounding these girls did not really seem to like this one bit. They even disliked it to the point they celebrated me getting my Twitter deleted. Now, to me, it seems very fishy that they are celebrating it.
Sounds like they don't have much of a problem with it.
This way, right after I dropped a couple of videos on them. My Twitter did not break any rules, so I'm pretty convinced that you false flagged my page. This leads me to believe that you are trying to hide something. And you are.
No kidding.
The first time I found out that they were celebrating me getting deleted was because people from my community and outside of my community but who still support my IDs sent me messages saying that they were celebrating it. Now, my community and the people who want to help have been very involved in this entire situation. I found this girl called Vic Lauren on Instagram because someone pointed it out to me on Twitter. Bill Lauren is posting things that I cannot say due to me getting demonetized.
We're all getting demonetized, bub. Everybody.
And can't understand what she's doing.
I think the funniest part about this is the oldest person in the situation is Bo Blacks, and he's 21 and autistic.
Illegal. Jack, delete her account at TOON and before at Twitter.
Well, actually, well, tipster. But I don't know how much direct involvement he had, but he definitely knew about it, and he didn't know it was stupid.
Oh, he's signal boosted.
Yeah.
board. I would say that about half of the information that we gathered came from the community. But like I said, this happened and I got on a voice call with a couple of people from my Discord server.
There's a whole fucking subreddit dedicated to Instapods? What the hell?
We looked at a couple of the pictures and we scrolled through the comment section to see what kind of people were commenting on it. Now obviously minors were included, but most definitely adults as well. Now,
really?
I recognized one of the profiles in the comment section who
Still illegal if minors comment. It doesn't make a fucking difference.
commented
In the States, anyway. I'm not sure about Europe, but I'm pretty sure it's illegal as well.
this.
Bug guy thread report, please. I delete half my posts.
So let's give him a little warning. He's a little cretin.
He's right about that.
Yeah.
Can't be wrong about everything.
We can all agree.
He might be wrong what he's doing. He's not right about that. He's not wrong about that.
I have to blur out his name
because
because
the pedos of the Instagram community. If you think about it, he was like, "Hey, they're coming! They're coming! Get out of here!"
Jesus Christ!
Everybody, get the fuck out!
if I do not do that, I can actually spread the problem. However, if you are from the police, please reach out to me or to anyone else involved in this. Now, I recognize this name because once before he gave me information on Lauren.
It's just like the least of his mind. Like, that's the least of his worries. It's the cops.
Yeah.
The least of his
No.
worries is the cops.
Feel free to hit me up.
I added the FBI on Twitter.
I sent him a DM. The internet police knows about this.
We're getting there.
This guy told me that he had been selling nudes. Now, the guy sent me the information but did not follow me, so I decided that I wanted to follow him back. Usually that's something that you do when you are talking about a topic together, but he refused to accept my follow request, which I considered to be fishy. So I told him, hey man, I think that you are doing something wrong. If you are not doing something wrong, then have the balls to accept my follow request. Before he requested my follow request, he had 8 posts. After it, he had 5 posts. Obviously, he deleted posts.
Go ahead and back up.
Oh, so all the pedos are scattering when you're calling them out. Of course. Of course.
Sadly, I do not have evidence of this anymore. You have to believe me on my word, but I will show you evidence in a minute. That will...
Wait, hold on.
Let's
Can I
go.
mention one more
Let's
thing, and then
go.
I'll never mention him ever again?
Go. What's that?
Kyle said, so a deadbeat dad means a good dad? Good to know. And he said, it doesn't mean a bad dad, so...
Before he
Well, nice
requested
try.
my follow request, he had 8 posts. After it, he had 5 posts. Obviously, he deleted posts. Sadly, I do not have evidence of this anymore. You have to believe me on my word, but I will show you evidence in a minute that will most definitely 100% make you believe.
Bobak sent this to me. He was like, see? TOON got it.
Also, since Tipster's still watching, just a little education for him.
Yeah.
Deadbeat is a term referring to parents of any gender who do not fulfill their parental responsibilities, especially when they evade court-ordered child support obligations or custody arrangements. Not a very good parent. So now you know.
Yeah, you know.
I guess we can continue.
Well,
But that's
I don't know
not
if
a bad
I don't know
dad.
if I fulfilled that particular thing because when my wife left, I had orders for Fort Bliss in Germany, and I fought. And thanks to Sergeant Spady, who I owe my family to, I fought, and he got me what's called the European out, and I was able to stay here so I could pay child support. Yup. So I don't think I've particularly fulfilled that one, considering my kids are in the other room and I live in a nice place. So whatever.
Believe me. But that is how I recognize this profile. Now he commented this on that post. First of all, I never threatened to call the police. I should have though. Second...
You think that clears it up? You're worse than Tipster. Wait a minute. I said that I didn't remember that this had anything to do with the Warski team, even though I mentioned TOON and Warski. Now I disavow it. Oh, wow.
You don't seem too happy with me taking down some of your material. Now, obviously, this guy's familiar with my name. So I asked one of the people in the Discord call to follow this guy. He accepted the follow request, and on his page, we found stuff like this. Now,
Let's get to the end and how fucking obnoxious he is.
we provided the evidence.
Hold on. This
trying to be
Single
so
shit!
mad.
How I get called a child
so forced, you know?
bully for even pointing this out. Now I do fully agree that sometimes I need to watch my language, but I'm not bullying these kids. And we
I said it, so I'm okay now.
are not going to do the research anymore. We have found enough to bring this to light. I'm pretty sure that this video is going to gain traction in some kind of
I bet you do.
way. Now it would be hilarious if Instagram, Twitter, Discord, Reddit, all those other pages, the FBI, if you don't take action, now that would be funny if you wouldn't take action after all of this. And
What is this? What, maybe the world doesn't work like you think it does. Is that possible? If they don't take action, that means they don't care? Like, how do you know they're not? I don't know, because they're smart enough not to tip everybody off.
All right, guys, we're investigating. Please don't delete the evidence. We're looking into it right now. We're going to need about 72 hours to collect everything. So please,
don't
nobody
give me this
private or delete any.
Don't give me best of intentions horse shit. I don't want to hear it. If I do take calls, and I probably will, I don't want to hear any of that bullshit. None of it. Zero. There was
apparently you skipped past the internet police and child service.
Oh,
part.
I got to get back to that. Yes, that's true. We called the internet police. You can't do this. I'm sick of them. I will find the internet police because that is amazing. We should have though. I gotta find this. Can I get a timestamp for that? Because that is amazing. Oh God.
I think it was like the part you skipped.
Yeah.
So it's like in between the part where you skipped, like towards the fourth quarter.
Starts.
The rabbit hole. I hope this is it.
Now, first of all, this guy had a couple of underage girls, obviously somewhat nude, on his Instagram story. And then out of nowhere, this guy started talking about a folder. Apparently, this guy had a link posted in his
What are the odds of this guy still having his Twitter account up?
bio that linked over to a mega folder. And according to this guy, this folder included child pornography. Weird how you seem to be flexing with that kind of shit. Now, apparently, a couple of things went wrong. Some guy snitched on the guy.
Because he knows YouTubers are too stupid to get him.
For good reasons, by the way. But he said that the link was still up. Now, it was not in his bio anymore, so we did some digging. Eventually, we found his account on Reddit. And on Reddit, the link was posted. Now, bear in mind, we were still on the car when this happened. It took us about 30 minutes to find all this shit. If we can do it in 30 minutes, Instagram, you should easily be able to find this.
Wow.
Now again, I cannot show the names because it will spread the problem. However, I've named Lauren before, and Lauren, she was in this folder as well. Let me remind you that Lauren is 14 years old. Let me also remind you that this had been up for quite some days. How can a folder with this many names be up?
And this is what Josh thinks is a honeypot, this part, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
Fucking is.
So they either got everybody to delete their evidence, they got everybody to delete their evidence, or they fucking blew an op for the FBI.
Yeah, because most of the time if there's ever a large quantity of CP like this and it's being sold, if it's ever being sold in just like in a shop kind of thing.
Yeah, because the transaction is what, because like if you don't buy the drugs, you can't get busted. Then it's a trap.
No.
But you have to buy it.
But that's the thing. They make it a reasonable price.
Yeah.
And they sell it. And if they're selling it like this, very easy to find and shit like that, it's always a honey pot. Even when it's not easy to find, that's more than always a honey pot.
Instagram. I get that things can go underneath the radar. But what is this? Now try to fight every single...
Wouldn't it be great if Instagram was working with the FBI on that?
link on your website is hard. I get that. But you, Instagram, you have been feeding this problem for ages now.
They may have been deliberately to catch pedos, you rocket scientist. What are you majoring in? Quantum physics?
Now, these minors are directly on your website posting half nude. And I'm pretty sure that if you would check the DMs, you would find nudes. These guys are saying that there are nudes in these folders. And oh, Instagram, you have zero tolerance for minors posting sexual content. Zero tolerance, right? Fuck off with that bullshit. You allow this shit. You want to know something funny, Instagram? We reported your pages multiple times.
Yeah, they wouldn't respond if they were in on it. Just a thought. I don't know if that's the case.
I mean, they're not going to pat you on the back for
I want-
reporting.
No,
You're just
they're
getting an
not.
automated
They're
message.
just going to send you an automated
That's it.
message and say thank you. That's it.
Response that we get back? This shit! So let me get this straight. Minors are allowed to post this shit on your website? Oh, but you're so against it. So against it, huh? What an
Yeah, they're against it. Nobody's for that. Is everybody a psychopath at Instagram? Is that even a reasonable fucking... I mean, come on! Are you kidding me?
Yeah, I
It would
haven't seen
destroy the whole
Instagram raise the veto
business.
flag yet.
Are you kidding me? Look what Matt's What It Is did to YouTube. Like overnight. Are you? It's not even logical.
know something funny, by the way? We also contacted CPS. No response. Or maybe even better, we reported this to the internet police. The ones who are supposed to help with this stuff directly. We even included all the evidence. What?
Internet police! Oh, no. They have internet guns. The cops have real guns. They've got finger guns.
That org just re-reports to police departments. That's all they do. I'm not saying it's a bad thing. Use them. Woo! They have no government authority. And I tell you something. What is that one international police organization, Interpol? They have no authority in the United States. It would be unconstitutional. There is no international police force. Thank God! This is where the EU's brainwashed everybody over here, thinking that we're going to be under one world government. Like it's a good thing. God! Do I have to watch any more of this?
I don't think so.
I mean, I think he pretty much nailed it right there of what he's going to say.
Have we proved without a shadow of a doubt that this guy was way in over his head? And anybody that would have saw this in its development could have figured that out like that. So there right away, I said it was better than the authorities, but I didn't mind fucking throwing. And they gave it to Warski, and they're blaming Warski. I don't even blame Warski that much. Like Warski does what Warski's gonna do, right? He got a story, he ran it stupidly, shocking. He was supposed to wait. It didn't matter whether he waited or not. Dr. Phil content never backfires. Scrubby.
That is so true.
That's a real scrubby, by the way. That's a real scrubby. My God. Children.
Oh, man.
Children. How did you not see that tipster? Holy crap. And as Nick DiOrio pointed out, they found his high school. The high school, it's an easy high school, local. Call the high school. What's your local PD? We have a problem with one of your students are involved in A, B, and C. Now, I get free calls to the States. But you'd think if you were this fired up about it, you'd spend the money on the long-distance call. I don't care. This guy doesn't care. Nobody in that group cared, possibly. I am sympathetic for some of the people that worked on this. Somewhat. It was unbelievably stupid, and they deserve all the criticism that's coming their way. Some of them are fans of this show. But they're playing cop, and that's what you get. I don't do that. I don't know why you guys send me exposed shit all the time. I don't understand it. We don't even do that here. We laugh at this. This is hysterical. This is funny beyond whether it's a honeypot or they tip these girls off. This is funny. I am not grandstanding. I'm not telling you what's right and wrong. I don't care. But I am going to tell you what's stupid. And this is stupid. And the fact that they doubled, the same people that fucking dumped on me for getting behind Ian, which was stupid. But I said it. Funny. Funny how things turned around. Isn't it?
Mm-hmm.
Amazing.
Amazing!
Yeah. Amazing.
Amazing!
Amazing.
It's amazing.
Yes. Let's look at the chat. Are we ready for the real main course? Y'all ready?
I'm going to go ahead.
That never gets old.
Hey, Bobby. I found sex trafficking ring on Roblox. Did the right thing and reported it to the bully hunters. Amazing.
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 Amazing!
I saw these streams yesterday, like taking this like super seriously. I don't know how anybody could take this shit seriously.
No.
And they're like really angry and stuff. I don't know. Fucking unbelievable.
Oh wait, I know why.
Bait us.
Hold on. I'm actually I'm so worked up. I have to take my hoodie off. And it's cold in here. I got to be honest with you. This is utterly amazing in every way. This is absolutely nuts.
Is it bad that every time that donation sound comes up, I look both ways?
Jesus Christ. Bobak said to me, you don't care about the kids. Neither do you. That's what I said to you on February 27th. Neither do you. Neither do you. Cops, nothing. There was an adult in this crew. There wasn't a grown-up. Not one. Nowhere to be found. No, the simplest shit. Again, the only reason Tipster deleted that shit is when Nick went off. Oops, that group that I was in. He's what, 30
Nick
something?
was the best part of that show.
He's what, 30-something years old? Okay, where do we start in the main course of Augie's stream? Who is completely in over his head and out of his league. And his parents should be notified. Where are we at?
Where should we start? Let's take a look. Well, we can start where, do you want to see Josh? Let's start with Josh calling in. Because
and
that
ruining everything.
Talk about these. Yeah.
That
Are you ready for that?
To me, you got to remember when they go live in this stream.
I'm gonna go ahead and back out.
Yeah, I bet you are. Where's Tipster, Augie, Bobax? I don't know. Bobax is telling me not to do this. I might fuck this up. It's impossible. It's literally...
Oh, they're gonna say that you fucked it up one way.
Yeah,
we've already
sure.
got somebody doing it on Twitter right now.
What are they saying?
Oh well, apparently, the tweet that you showed does not say that he was insinuating that you were doing anything with kids and all that, and that you're a liar. And since the SFTP team is so bad at looking up definitions,
let's go back to that. Let's go back to that right now, real quick.
Well, here's the thing: he didn't unlike it, but if you have someone blocked, you can't. They don't show up in your likes.
At this point,
he has
Tommy
you
C
blocked.
is that awkward drunk uncle that kids pee on as soon as he falls asleep.
Right. And if you were to look at that tweet yourself,
fucking meme. That's a reference that I pee on kids. It's a reference to the fucking meme. And here's the thing: he categorically denied that he never did it, he never did anything with my family. Where's Tommy? Anyone know where somebody needs him? This is family attacks. It's attack on my parenting, attack on my family, which, by the way, is fine. I say a lot of rotten shit myself. There's no doubt about it. Logic, it's so stupid that I have to say this. Completely stupid, I have to explain. I made a lot of money, more than 95. Tommy C doesn't make enough money to provide for his family. And here's, and also, in one of the things he used the Feed My Family meme on one of my thumbnails, which is grossly taken out of context, which you're well aware of. When Keem accused me in 2016 that I couldn't play my family, I held my then couple-month-old son and said, I'm sorry, I'm going to have to put you up for adoption. And he even used that as well. These are attacks on my family. These are attacks on my parenting. And I clapped back, said, fuck your wife, go cry in her lap. And that was the worst thing that could have ever happened to him. So there's no lie here.
Do you ever think that they're just trying to make the blame to you?
Yeah, they're trying to.
So
I
it
didn't
doesn't
fucking
look as
have
bad on
anything to do with this. I would, if somebody brought it to my attention, I would have turned it down. I'm only in it for the laughs. And most of them are YouTuber screw-ups.
Exactly.
That's it. That's it. Even my news show. By the way, here's the ad for it. Even my news show. We don't exactly try to bring the news. We're just trying to get the fucking bits out there and the biggest laugh. That's it. Somebody said to me, you need unbiased fucking, you need to be unbiased before you can deliver the news. I'm not unbiased. Never claimed to be. And again, deny. Can't wait to see what Tommy proves my involvement in the situation you're involved in. It was proved. Go ask Tommy to show proof. Hasn't done it yet because he doesn't have any. We showed it days before. He ignored it. I never actually said them, nor did I share or like them. And then we also know that he unliked them. We got that. So there's no fuck up here. There's just Tipster saying that he was. And by the way, prior to that, during that, I didn't say a word. All I said was, I know who my friends are now, and Tipster, if you fuck up, oh, it happened, I'm going to point it out. That's all I said on the Ian Miles Chung stream. He ran to Gamer J. Lee, you can watch the old Tipster video we did, and cried, I can't believe Tommy's going public with this. I thought we were supposed to keep private. While he was dancing on my grave. Here's the lie. Again. Actually, no, it's this one. These are the denials. These are the denials. This is what he did, and he tried to cover it up. That's it. That's it. You can say I stretched it. You say he said he didn't like tweet or anything. It's all there. It was sent to him. I wonder if he should hit that guy up, see if he's blocked by him. That'd be interesting. And the one tweet that was pretty damning, he unliked. If he's so fucking... Look, if he's so goddamn sure he did nothing wrong, why at 10 why between 10 and now did he unlike that tweet?
No, that's what I was telling you last night. It's not unliked. It's because you're blocked. That's why it doesn't show up.
It doesn't show up?
Mm-hmm. When you look at it, it doesn't show up. If you go incognito, it shows his picture.
Is he still in there?
You're blocked.
Is he still
it's
in there?
It's still liked, yeah.
Oh, it's still liked by him.
Yeah, it's just you're blocked, so
I'm
you can't
blocked,
see
so
it.
I can't see it. All right, I'll take that. He still lied. I fucked up. He straight up lied. He still fucked it up. He still lied. We said it 2 weeks ago. He's been denying this for a month. For a fucking month. Thank God there's no beer in that. For a month. I didn't know I couldn't see it if I was blocked. Sorry. Does it change anything? No. And what was the point? What was the point of fucking saying "fuck your wife" anyway? What was the point? The point was he could dish it out and he couldn't take it. Point proved.
Pretty much.
That's it. And this fucking denial that he knew nothing about it, absolutely makes no sense. Totally forgot about the DM group, but listening to the stream reminded me of it. Bullshit. Look behind this.
Honestly, it doesn't matter. We can just continue with the
It doesn't
stream.
matter. It doesn't matter. I'm not going to be able to prove it anyway. He fucking lied. That's it. Let's go fucking. What do you got? Where are we starting? What's the timestamp?
You want to do Josh from Kiwi?
Yeah, let's do 23:58.
So he didn't cover it up?
No.
No. Okay.
You're just blocked. You can't see
I made a mistake. Sorry. My mistake doesn't change his lie. Okay. Where is it? What's the time?
23:58.
23:58. That's when Josh gets there. All right. 23. We're out of it, guys. 58. He fucked up on the goddamn. We're out. We're totally out. He fucked up on the one thing. We're in the clear.
Focusing on the crotch area in the photos, and it was just posted on HN, and even by the rules, it's like you can't delete it because technically it wasn't legal, and the rule was to delete things that were illegal. So, if I think that
this is Josh from Kiwi Farms, by the way.
This issue of how pedophiles propagate this stuff is something that could be addressed better, because I mean it is an American studio that probably makes this stuff.
Addressed better by not by a YouTuber.
Yeah. Yeah, exactly.
Okay.
Like if this is something that's a big deal and enough people are seeing it and it's obviously out there, like write your congressman.
Yeah.
And because I'm never an advocate for more censorship, but something could be said about allowing the production of what is essentially like softcore pornography of kids.
Yeah. Now, Nick said in the chat right here, Boblax, I thought you never saw it.
I've never seen the stuff in the mega folder. I've seen the stuff on the Instagram account that got reported, but we're still like Instagram let them stay up, and it's disgusting. But yeah, I've seen that, but I haven't seen anything in the mega folder.
And let me clarify: nobody opened the folder. I didn't even see the folder to open. Nobody opened the folder.
Yeah, all that was shown on Twin's video regarding the folder is all we saw.
And like I don't know what's in it. I have no idea what was in that folder. But somebody said it was like 32 gigabytes of images. And again, it's like I said, like even if you took the Instagram account and it was a studio that promoted like nudist living or something, that's frequently an excuse they use. But even if it was just like a nudist catalog, They usually have a blend of ages and genders, so that it's like this is what life on a nudist colony is like.
Oh,
And then,
it
you
wasn't
know,
that.
But
How are you so positive, Bo Blacks? You
Let me
sound very
play that for
confident.
those who didn't hear it. Now you heard the denial.
Man.
Yeah, I've seen that, but I haven't seen anything in the mega folder.
And let me clarify, nobody opened the folder. I didn't even see the folder to open. Nobody just opened the folder.
Yeah, all that was shown on TOON's video regarding the folder is all we saw.
And like I don't know what's in it. I have no idea
Don't know
what was
what's
in that folder. But somebody said it
We
was
only saw TOON's video, just like us.
It was like 32 gigabytes of images. And again, it's like I said, like even if you took the Instagram account and it was a studio that promoted like nudist living or something, that's frequently an excuse they use. But even if it was just like a nudist catalog, they usually have a blend of ages and genders, so that it's like this is what life on a nudist colony is like.
Oh,
And then,
it
you
wasn't
know,
that.
But if you take
It's a lot of confidence for not seeing it, so I don't know.
How would you know? How would you know? Is there any? Keep going.
Can I bring something up really quick? I know we said we're going to stop talking about the cheeseburger,
Mhm.
but so yesterday when I woke up, I was blocked.
Yeah.
And about 12 hours later, I was unblocked. So I blocked him. And I just looked, and now I'm blocked again. So obviously we're hitting nerve. So let's keep going. Just thought I would put that out there.
What'd
Yeah,
you
it
write? You
doesn't
read
care.
him like, "Nuh-uh, fam," or some shit like that.
Yeah, I said nah, fam, and then I just blocked him because I was like, why fucking
He
let him
answers
do that?
every criticism I make. We wake up every morning and watch a meltdown, and then do it again the next day. It's been fun for weeks now.
if you take those catalogs and you just take the pictures of kids and you throw them into a 32 gigabyte mega upload, that changes the context, and that's important to the DOS standard. So, yeah, you just don't want to deal with it. You want to get rid of it. You don't want to fucking swim around in it because it's like shit. You're swimming in shit. You're gonna get a fucking an infection swimming in shit. Don't do it. Just don't.
Nick says, "How do you know what was in it?"
How do
I?
I trust what people have said to me. We know there's people of all. It isn't just underage in there. There's people of all ages. There's a Belle Delphine folder in there.
Wait a minute. Isn't that what he just denied? He said that wasn't what it was because that's what Josh had. Josh said they mix it up. That's one of the ways they get around it. And then he said that's not what it was. And now he says, "Oh my God, dude."
We know there's people of all. It isn't just underage in there. There's people of all ages. There's a Belle Delphine folder in there.
He just told Josh that's not what it was.
Didn't they just say that they didn't look into the folder? They only saw what was on TOON's video.
I don't know.
But now they know there's a Belle Delphine video or folder in there.
I don't know what they did, but it's all funny.
And yeah, and then there's other folders names of
I
kids.
don't know what you're talking about.
What do you say?
Someone said that Belle Delphine doesn't sell nudes when she literally sells nudes. Anyways,
Kids who are kids, and we know are kids from other like Instagram and Twitter or whatever, that are in that folder.
And
so I mean, if there's
on these stories as well, they've said, "Oh, these girls' things are in this folder," or stuff like that. Like they've admitted on stories and said, "Oh, this certain girl who's known for posting photos and that her leaked stuff is in this folder as well." Or they've said it in a like in the comments or something like that, or someone's replied to it, where they, because it's not just one page talking about this folder. By the way,
is there anything better? Keep the laughs coming.
yeah. I mean, one side note, since Belle Delphine's kind of thing is making herself look young, for all you know, you may have opened CP when you don't know it. Because she looks young the entire time. She wears fake braces and everything, so...
Ew, she does?
Yeah, I
She
believe
wears
so.
fakes?
Also...
What?
If you want to hear a TOON, just... Okay, actually, go to 4050 real quick.
40-50? Okay.
Yeah.
That sounds like fun. 40-50. I want to hear when they say, when's TOON going to get here? That's what I want to hear.
Oh,
that's the one I want to hear. When's TOON going to get there? Straighten this shit all out. He's a grown up. All right, what is it? 45 what?
4050.
40-50, all right. Let's get in there. 40, 50. Here we go.
Did you hear? Did you happen to hear Kiwi Farms talk about how this whole Instagram thing was most likely a honeypot by the government to bait pedophiles?
I did not hear about that, but who said that?
Owner of Kiwi Farms. Are you familiar with Kiwi Farms?
No, hold on.
You should be.
I'll look it up.
They're a website
How
that
do you spell
basically does doxes on people.
Can I just say that I don't really believe that, since it was kind of sourced from someone who was hating on TOON in the first place.
Yeah.
All right, if you want to go back a little bit right before TOON gets in there, you can hear the panic in Nagi's voice when he comes in.
Yeah.
Ah, TOON, thank God, you're fine.
No, but did you hear that? It was sourced from somebody who doesn't like TOON. So TOON made the video taking the source from somebody who doesn't like it. If they're exposing a honeypot, don't you think this guy could have been like, hey, take this story, this is huge, and then knowing it would expose it?
Oh my God, that would have been some 3D chess, huh? 4D chess, or whatever it is. What? Where are we talking? What number? Give me a rough timestamp.
It should be, he just, right at 40-50 where you're at, he just showed up. So it should be like, maybe like 20 seconds before or whatever.
Only 20 seconds? Let's go to 30 now.
Yeah, it shouldn't be that far back.
Like 39.
Oh my gosh.
Oh.
Oh my God.
All right. I think
yeah, they're all
about-
freaking out. They're like,
Yeah.
why isn't TOON figuring out Discord? What the fuck is going on?
But because it's not just
And they're all acting like big badasses the whole 24 hours before that. Like they had something. Belle Delphine is known for selling nudes of people that aren't her, pretending to make money. Who is Belle Delphine? I don't know who the fuck she is. Why would anybody buy nudes? There's tons of nudes. It's
She's
called
an
fucking
Instagram
nude.
thought who sells nudes on Patreon, and the nudes are hers. So, you know.
just one page
Yeah.
talking about this folder, by the way. It's different pages that talk about this folder.
All right, everyone wants to know who looked in the folder. Here's the thing. This is my understanding of the argument, and you guys can feel free to interrupt me if I got this wrong.
I didn't look at the folder.
There was a folder. One of the files was open, which was the Bella Delphine file, correct?
Yes.
Bella Delphine.
And Bella Delphine is over 18.
Yes.
And it was nudes.
Yes.
So
And there was
logically,
names of-
they came to the conclusion that this entire folder is full of nudes, with all the folders of the girls who were underage, correct?
Yes.
Okay, so that's the logic.
That should have been the point where you call the cops. Like, I'm not opening this shit.
Yeah. That's we're going by.
Yeah, like, whoa.
The moment you thought there might be worse things ahead.
Whoa.
Someone.
Nobody.
To assume that the
Yeah,
rest of the folder.
I don't know if anyone checked it. I didn't, but
I mean, it'd be kind of weird to check it because
Yeah.
you know you gotta go to jail. I don't know.
Hey, Tipster, if I'm such a pussy, why do you block me? Now I'm thinking of it.
But yeah, and I mean, people on the stories of the people who were sharing this and selling it, they talked about these girls being in the folder. Like, it's not hard.
So they don't even know what they have.
No.
Hard to connect the dots.
Okay, so just
You know what
like
the other thing is? They're all